Okay, guys. All right. I want to do in this session of the video, I want to do I'll target understanding trading view. So, a lot of traders use, including myself, I use, TradingView sites or the app and its chat, platform to analyze the market. Although I usually go back to my MT4, MT5 to place the trades, but my trading view is what I use mostly to do my analysis. Okay, so I want to teach you guys how to use the trading view and what it's about. Right? I think I should use the white background. Let's go with the white background. Okay, let me go to a chart that is clean. No, I need a chart that is clean. Ooh, this trade really played out, man. I need a chart that I've not analyzed. Okay. Let's just use this one. Okay, so this is the TradingView platform. This is where you see all the candlesticks, views, and this is where you get to read the interpretations of the market raw data, right? The raw data of the market, what is showing you what the candlesticks represent, the patterns, the chart patterns, and all. I'm still going to make a video of chart patterns. So, but before you see that video, I want you to see this one. So it will make that video make a lot of sense by the time you take a look at it. Okay. So for now, let's get the understanding of this platform. So this platform is just where traders get to find um, a way to analyze the market to know which direction the market is headed next and where they can put in their entries or where they can get to um, take profit from or set their stop losses. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. That reminds me, I have to do a video on stop loss. Okay, so I'm just writing it down so I don't get to forget when the time comes. So, yeah. So when you right click, if you're using a system, this is how it is. Over here, you have, usually when you open it new, you're going to be directed to, let's say you go to tradingview.com now. For example, you go to tradingview.com, yeah. So let's say you open tradingview.com like this. So this is usually the first page you would see. If you want to go straight to chat, you come here under product, you see super chat. So, but usually you have to register. So you come here, I think somewhere around there it will be here, but I'm already registered. That's why you're seeing it like this. So you come here. Once you register, come here, click super chat. Then the chats will now open. That's what you will now see as that chat that we're looking at just now. Okay. Um, I thought I analyzed this, but yes, I did. Okay, let's go back. So when you right click over here, you're going to see some dates, but I think it starts off with like one or two. So you just come to this arrow here, you click down, you see other time frames and dates. What it means is each candle represents either that time frame that it's on, either 1 hour, 4 hours, 2 hours, however it is, but each candle represent that. Okay. So that's actually what it means. One candle for one time frame. So when you could see that I put stars on it. So when you put stars on it, it appears here lined up from a lower time frame to a higher time frame. So just put you have to put the ones that you use regularly. Here, I don't necessarily use the 5 minutes. I was talking to my students. That's why I use 5 minutes. So if you notice, once I click off the 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, they are no longer going to be here. So what is just here is just the 1 hour, 4 hours, daily, weekly, and monthly. Okay. I don't use monthly as well too, but Yeah. So this is it. So here is about the view. You click this arrow here, you see it's on candles view. That's why you're seeing candles. When you come down to the other one, you're going to see it like this. Okay. Then the other one, volume. Okay, I think this one is for people who subscribed. So I'm not subscribed and that's why you're not seeing it. So there's line chart. So what line chart simply means it covers it doesn't cover the wick of the candles. It only covers the body close, the opens and the close of the candlesticks. So that's all it covers, right? So every other place where there's wick. So if you look here, if I put a line here, for example, here now on these spots, let me zoom in. So you see where I put the line here? This is where the body closed. If I turn up this, if I change it back to candlestick, you're going to see that there are wicks that flew above this point. So let's go to candlesticks. So you see, there's a wick above this point. So it didn't cover the candle wicks, but it covered the candle. Same thing as here. If I take this thing all the way to here where the body closed, you see that's where you're going to see the reversal. You see it? That's where you're going to see the reversal for the line chart. So this line chart is also very good when it comes to identifying your supports and resistance. It makes it less noisy and easier to see. You just get to see where markets rejected more all the time. You get. So we talked about supports and resistance. So if you go back to that video, you would understand what I mean by market rejection areas. So where you see market reject or fail to break high or fail to break low is usually your supports or resistance zones. So this one gets to show you that, right? So if I take this and put here, this is a line. This is what they call a horizontal line, right? Is this horizontal? If I go and mess these things up, yeah, that's a horizontal ray line. So this is it here. So same thing with all these tools. These are tools for trading, for marking out your trade. You get these are tools. They call them tools, trading tools. So you see that I have put a star on them, like kind of to favorite them. So when you do all of that, they would appear here, this place. You see them lined up, all the ones that you're using presently, that you have marked, that you have put star on, they will all appear here. So instead of going all the way here to go and look for them, it's just here, just pick it from here. And so it makes your work easier. The tool makes your work easier, right? So when you put it here now, you're trying to identify this this rejection here, this rejection here, this rejection. If you turn it back and also this rejection, if you turn it back, you see that it only covers for the body close, not the candles wick itself. You understand? So if you see here, it was around the body close, but it didn't get there. It was the wick. Here it was just the wick. So you see what I was telling you about. So that is that for that. So you can right click. If you don't like the colors differences, go to settings. Yeah, go to settings, go to symbols. Then here you can change the colors, change bullish candles and their borders and their wick. What color do you want it? If you want it black, you want it white, however you want it. Okay. So it's going to show here. Once you change it, Hmm. Hmm. Once you change it, it's going to reflect in this place. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot. I don't know why. I think I'm just tired. Okay. So once you change it, it's going to turn up here. These candles will change colors as well. So let's look at this one. Let's say I want to use black for the red candle. You see, it has changed to black. If you notice how it has all changed to black, but I actually like to use red, so I prefer that red and green. All right. So also, when you go to that settings, you want to change your time zone, you could come here and select a time zone. I put Lagos because I'm in Nigeria. So you can come here, select your time zone, whichever time zone that you're at. You can come here and select it, and it will be easier for you to learn to see the exact time, especially those who trade sessions. We talked about sessions as well. So especially those who trade sessions. So it will be easier for you to see the exact time that you're trading. Currently, this is in Nigerian time. This is 3 p.m. Yeah, this is 3 p.m. Currently, that's where we're at. So because this is a 1 hour candle, that's why each candle is 1 hour, each candle is 1 hour. So that's what it means. So the time frame here just determines the candle, um the formation of the candle from start to finish, the lifespan of the candle. All right. So if I go to a 4 hours, it means it takes 4 hours for one candle to finish. If you notice, this one started by 10, right? Now let's just say this one. This one was by 6. If you notice, this was by 6. This green one here, yeah, it was by 6. You notice, see it was by 6. Yeah, so you see the next one now came back by 10. You see it, the next one came back by 10. So it's a 6 hours difference from each candle. If you go to daily, it means one candle is 1 day. It takes 1 day to form. One candle takes one full day to form. All right, that's what it means. It's as simple as that. So that's for that. Then if you're using the tools, let me now show you what the tools are for. So we have several tools here that we use. And when talking of break of structure, order blocks, fair value gaps, all those stuff, I use this rectangular tool. So this is a rectangular tool to draw a rectangle, or rather cover a space in which you want to use or do your analysis at. So at this point, I could do this. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so at this point, I could do this because I'm trying to cater for this other block here. All right. So I'm using it and some people also use it for zone. They could use it to mark a zone, but I prefer the two are the same, but I just want to prefer the one that is more precise and open for me. You get that's just what I want to prefer. So like this, I have used another one, which is this one. It is called dates and price range, right? Yeah, date and price range. So this is where you find it here in the one, two, three, four column, fourth column. Find it somewhere here and you do your analysis. Okay. So all these things we are doing now is what we call the technical analysis. I think we've talked about that. I think we have a video on that already. Let me just confirm. 1 minute, please. Um, switch account. Just 1 minute. Let me know. As the network slow. Yeah, so um I was talking about what was I talking about just now? I said trend lines. Have we done trend? Well, we've not done trend lines though. Well, I was referring to if we've done support and resistance. Yes. Yes, that's what I was referring to. But we've done support and resistance, was it? Wait, we've done support and resistance with trading range, candlesticks, leverage lots. This is support and resistance here. Yeah, we did orders, buy, sell, peep, market participant. Okay, okay, okay. So, yeah, that's it. Trend line. Yes, I know I did trend line. Yeah, I did trend line. So how to use a trend line as well, right? I did that. So, and later today, I'm going to post a video of market structure and how to also draw market structures. I'll also post a video about that later today. Remind me later, remind me later. So now, in this case, sorry. Now, in this case, you use the box to identify your areas of reversal where market has been reversing from. So that's why you use the box. So the box can give you an edge. It can give you an edge of the area in which you have more of the rejections, either coming from the support side as a bounce or from the resistance side as a floor. You understand? So now the next one is the trend line. The trend line is used to mark out the trend of the market. If you want to mark out what trend is it on, what trend is this market on? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Right? You can use this to mark it out to be able to show that, okay, to be sure that, okay, this is where market is going to. All right. I think some people also do cloning. They'll, after they mark it out, they'll clone it, take the next one, put it on the top here like this. But well, I think this is for me, I think it is um very tasky. It's just too much. So what I do instead of using this one now, I use this one too when in case I use this trend line too in case I want to identify my break of structure points. If you had followed that video on break of market structure, they would see what I'm talking about. So I use that trend line too to identify. Once I mark it out like this, I can edit it, put whatever I want to put on the text that can help me remember. Let me just write help me remember. Yeah, so you see how it is aligned here. So you come here to change it because it's at the top of the line. It could be at the middle of the line. It could be at the bottom of the line. Depending on how you prefer it. Yeah, it could be at the center or the far left or the far right. Okay. So that's just basically what the trend line tool is used for. So most times instead of trend line, what I use this parallel channel. So parallel channel is actually gotten from where is it gotten from again? Yeah, it's gotten from here, the first or second column. You see it here. It's part of the Fibonacci tools, I think. I think some people use it for fibs anyways. But fibs is here. I'll explain what fibs is. But some people use it for, I think they use it for to determine discount level and all of that. Yeah. Either that or this first one that I picked up, this date and price range. So yeah, either that or that. So, but this is the one I use, parallel channel. The reason is when you draw the downside, yeah, you connect it to the upside like this. It's easy. Once you click and drag up and just move up, it will follow your this thing until you click again. Then it would have set for you the entire range, the entire trending market. It has actually marked it out for you. Easy. You understand? So that's why I use that parallel channel instead. So and also it gives me a mid-range support and resistance as well, diagonal support and resistance. So also it gives me that. Okay, so the next one is this two here. I use this tool to mark out, like when I'm explaining something, you get, it's just an arrow tool that makes a lot of sense. I use it a lot. So yeah, when I want to explain something, I will draw like a chart pattern or something. Yeah, so if you watch those chart pattern videos, I will even be doing more of it there. Yeah, I will do more of it there. So that's what that tool is used for. The next tool is a paintbrush. Why do I have this paintbrush? I don't even know why I have that paintbrush. I'm not supposed to have it. I don't use it anymore. I used to use it, but I don't use it anymore. Well, so what else? What else? Vertical, horizontal. Is it well, vertical line, right? Yeah, vertical line. It's just I use this one most of the time when I want to indicate the opening of the day, like that day opening, that day that's going to open. I use it to indicate that day, like as it is. This is on a daily time frame, so I come here to put it here. Yeah, I put it there so that however, whoever or whatever you're doing, once you open my chart, you will know where the day started from. You get, you know where the day actually started from. So it started from here on that Wednesday. Today is Thursday, so it started on the Wednesday 00:00 to Thursday. Okay, so Wednesday 10 p.m. Wednesday. So this is basically it. Okay. The next one is these two. Yeah. So these two, one is for long, one is for short. You get, it's just to use as a trader, you need it to use it for your trading skills, just to, especially when you're learning, right? When you're learning, it's easier for you that way. You use it. to learn your job, to mark out the place you would have entered for your entry, put where you would have put for your stop loss, and also mark out where you would have put for your take profit. So that way it helps you, it just helps your study. It helps your consistency in the market. You get, that's just what it does, and it's cool. It's actually cool. A lot of, even me, I still use it till date. Okay. So you just use it to mark out stuff yourself. Yeah. So that's what it's for. So one is for long, one is for short. Yeah, and this is Fibs. I think I have to do a separate video for Fibs. Fibonacci is just an indicator that shows more of like the retracement value of any market, right? So what it simply means is once market makes a push from here to, okay, it's this thing. Once market makes a push from here all the way to, from this top to the downside. Yeah, from this top to the downside, once market makes a push from that place, from here to here, then the reversal now, market may want to come back and reverse at an advantage point, either a discount point or a premium point, which is usually the 0.5 or 0.618 or even 3812. So 382, yeah. So within these points, the market reverse, market is serious about shifting price to the downside. So it's kind of like one of the things that we look at. Okay, so that is it for Fibs. You could go study more on Fibs, and I think if I have more time, I will do a little bit of more um, explanation on Fibs. I might do Fibs video separately, the way I'm doing this TradingView video separate. So yeah, so this next one is, I use it to indicate, especially when I'm teaching my students, how this is called a head and shoulder, what do you call it, tool. It just shows you the tool of head and shoulder, right? Where what it looks like overall. So it has a shoulder, a head, and another shoulder. You get, so, but I will talk more on this. Go back to the video I spoke. I'm going to make a video of chart pattern. So if by the time you see this video, I had made it, so go back to that video of chart pattern. You will see me use that tool more often. Okay. So for this one, I'm also going to make a video on this particular, the reason why I use this one, because this one, I use this one as my trading range tool. So I kind of mark out the top point and the low point. I know that, okay, I'm going to wait for a range to trade this pair, and the range has to come between these points. It's just a range of which I'm using to wait for market to give me a position so that I could enter, a confirmation so that I could enter. Okay, so that's for that. This one is also a circle. I use to interpret some of my ideas when I'm posting charts to the group. All right, so I use to interpret some of my ideas. Yeah. Okay, so which other one? This one is a demonstrator. So if I'm having a class, this one I use it to demonstrate and it's found here. Yeah. Okay, I forgot to tell you guys, the head and shoulder is found here. The head and shoulder pattern is found here. The head and shoulder cipher pattern, ABC, triangular, and all of that. Then this other one. Yeah, this other one. Where is it found? Okay, I've seen it. So it's found here. Yeah, it was found somewhere here. Look at it. This is it, the price range. So, yeah. Circle, where do we find circle? Okay, yeah, circle, I found you here. Yep. So always do well to pause this video to go back and check where exactly I find these things from. Okay. It makes a lot of sense when you go back. So this one is text. I use it to write down something on the chart. Yeah, if I want to write something. Yep. So they're my free Telegram group. By the way, I don't have a Telegram group at the moment. So I don't think I'll be opening one because the information I'm already giving out here on this YouTube should already serve you better to learn how to trade from a beginner perspective to an advanced level trader perspective. Okay. So we are still posting more of these videos, and if you have questions, ask me. If you don't have, then that's fine. So the rest of this is just based on aesthetics. You get, it's just based on aesthetics, what you want your chart to look like, what you want it to feel like. All right. So it's just based on aesthetic. Every other thing you've already known and you've already learned. Every other thing. So that's just it for me. All right. That's just it for me. Okay. So that's all the tool you need. You could pick out a few that you want to use and you always want to use. Then that's all. So for here, for this column here, this is like the watch list. So this, at this point, you could come here to click. There are other things that would have popped up here, like this one. Yeah, so what I do, I just drag it down to the down. Yeah, I just don't want to see it. It's kind of like explaining a database, a more detailed explanation on what's happening on this particular market pair that I'm on, right? So it's just giving you all of those information here as well. So, but, well, I'm not big on fundamentals. Yeah, I'm not big on all of that. So, but I trade more technically. So you can come here to add more pairs. If there's no pair here that you need to add and you need to use or see, and you can't find it there, so you can come here, add the symbol. Let's say what pair is not there again. So let's say silver, XAGUSD. So you would see silver here. Yeah, this is silver. I always use forex.com, by the way. So it makes the charts flow rhythmically. At least there's no gaps. Okay, there will be no gaps. You know, when market opens for the day, you see gaps everywhere. Yeah, so now you have clicked that button. It is now showing here. This is it here now. So it's left for you to now arrange it the way you want to arrange it. Okay, so now it has shown here. From here now you can pick it up and now decide where you want to go from here. So I hope this is clear. What else haven't I mentioned? What else? 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 For some people, I don't know. I don't know. I've never tried it, but for some people, they take trades from this point, from this trading view. So there's a way they connect your trading view app to your to their broker that they get to see buy and sell what do you call it, buttons here where they just click buy and click sell after doing analysis. But I've not done that, so I can't tell you at the moment that this is how it is done. But I think if you check Google or YouTube, there should be somebody out there that would have explained that part of it as well. So I'm just giving you a breakdown of what it looks like. So the trading view chat page is just showing you this side of it is your currency exchange rate, the exchange rate between the two pairs, the market price between the two pairs. Why this side is showing you the date and the time between the two pairs. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So that is it for that. If you have any questions, please do well to ask me your questions in the comment section. I would reply you there. And also, if you need help solving some one or two things, just drop your message and then I'll reply you. Then we can know how to help you. All right. Then also drop a like, follow this page if you haven't, turn on your bell notification if you haven't, and also share this what do you call it? Share this page, share this video to people who haven't seen it, who is still finding trouble with understanding trading view sites. Okay, so it would help them a lot. And again, I'll be able to answer some questions too. So I'm posting here, YouTube, and I'm also posting on TikTok. So whichever platform you see first, then that's fine. You could go watch there. All right. So see you guys in the next video.